Hello everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda. Today I am in the garden and it is a beautiful day. It's windy, but it's very beautiful. Looks like we're going to be getting some rain here shortly. So I'm getting a lot of things done in the garden today. First, I'm putting labels on my shrubs and trees. Okay, so these are what my labels look like. And I would just find a spot on this tree where it'll be, where I can see it really good. Having these labels at the top is really going to help me a lot when I am showing these shrubs and trees to you all. And then I won't have to reach underneath the tree or shrub once it's filled out to try to retrieve a label to give you the name of the plant. While I'm labeling these trees, I'm able to see which trees and shrubs have woke up for the spring. And I'm trying not to be alarmed when some of my trees have not woke up yet. Like this pomegranate is still asleep. It is still dormant, but I'm going to go ahead and release the stress from this pomegranate because I never removed these tapes from this tree. So this tree could be stressed. I'm going to remove these tapes. Give this tree room to breathe. And to expand its branches. And as I am flipping these, now I do see that there is new growth on this tree. At first I didn't even notice it. I couldn't notice it. I was so worried about the tree. I'm going to bring you all closer so that you can see that there is some growth on this tree. Okay, so it was all tight in there. And so now, as you can see, now that I have removed those tapes, this tree do have some new growth on it. And it is coming out with red. So I am very happy about that. So I'm glad it's going to rain. We can get some water over here because I don't have my irrigation turned on today. I'm waiting on the rain. Okay, you all, this is the blueberry that I told you got lost in the food forest during the summer, and it is putting on new growth. So I am super excited about this. And I got its little label on it. And I am also adding irrigation to some of the plants that I told you did not have irrigation running to them. So we want to make sure that everybody has irrigation running to them. So that is how they're going to get their water this season. And so this is, I already got them ready. All I have to do is just connect them to this 1/4 inch black tubing. Put one of my landscape staples in. And now this container is set up, y'all, but I have a lot of these to do. I mean a lot. There are a lot of these pots that I'm going to have to hook up. And this one is my PG hydrangea. And I also have my seedlings out getting acclimated. I even bought my Tiny Tim tomato out to get acclimated because I decided I'm going to go ahead and plant it in the garden. Okay, so let's see what the chickens are doing out here today. We've been had raccoons trying to get into the chicken coop. So we've been putting extra reinforcement up to try to keep them out. It seems like they're just trying to come in and eat the food, but we don't want them in here at all. And we put the chicken bowls up at night, but chickens always got scattered food all over the coop, so raccoons try to come in and eat that extra food. Hey, Kane. He waddling like a duck. Okay, next thing I want to do today, y'all, I want to plant my grapes. You know, I showed you these grapes months ago. I purchased them a while back, and I showed them to you all, but I never had gotten a chance to put them in the ground. And so now I'm going to put them in the ground. I have 2 of them, and they are the Reliance seedlings in the Niagara. And so I think they're going to be some beautiful vines because they have been in the garage for a few months. And they have grown in the garage. And y'all, I did not water them or anything. So hopefully now that they'll be getting out here in the garden, they will continue to grow the way they have been growing in the garage. And I can get them open without damaging them. Because it is... They made sure that you did not get in here easily. So I'm just gonna remove it from this plastic. I'm gonna have to cut it out this plastic. I'm gonna cut it out this plastic. Got a lot of sawdust around it. Okay. Y'all, they did good with these because it has really done good. And I am so happy that it is looking as good as it is for the little care, no care that I gave it during these last couple months. Okay, so let's open the other one. And y'all, I have decided that I am going to plant these in ground. This is the area where I removed the raised bed and the soil that I have been using because the raised bed was giving me so much trouble with weeds. And so I have pulled some of the fabric back because I just did not feel good about planting these in potting mix. I wanted them to go into the native soil because I want them to be a permanent fixture in this garden. And you can see that it's going to be growing over this cattle panel. I may have to do some reinforcement to my cattle panel because it don't seem like it's up here that great. So I think we need to reinforce this cattle panel. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plant these because I've been putting it out for a long time. Let's unwrap this one and see what the roots are looking like on it. And the roots are looking about the same on this one. And that's all just a lot of sawdust. And this is what those roots are looking like, but this is what the plant is looking like, and I am so excited about it. So I am going to plant it right here. And I've already started digging. Okay, so this is where I'm going to be planting. And I just took the scissors and cut the fabric back. And so I'm going to dig a hole deep enough for these roots. And so they're going to be planted in the native soil. And that is where I want to plant a lot of my plants this season to get them used to you know, to just be in their permanent home, because you put them in those containers and you up potting them every year and they don't get a chance to come to what I think would be their full potential. So I'm going to put some amendments in here. I'm going to put some blood meal. I already got some of my, this is some of my slow release fertilizer. I'm going to go ahead and put some of that in the hole. I'm going to add some blood meal. That's going to help with the green growth. And I'm going to add some bone meal. And bone meal is going to help with the fruiting and the root system, because I need some healthy root systems to grow on this. I need some healthy root systems to grow on these grapevines so that they can go ahead and climb over this trellis and produce grapes for many years. Okay, so I'm just going to pop the first one in. I'm going to lay it right here where it can start getting ready to. Lay it right here where it can start getting ready to climb up on this trellis. Remove the rest of this sawdust. Try not to damage your roots, but you want to kind of untangle them. I'm going to turn them this way so you can climb up. And I got one more thing that I want to put in here. Because not only do I want this to be productive with fruit, but I want it to be beautiful. So I got one more thing I'm going to put in here, and that's a clematis. Okay, y'all, I had to go to one of my rose bushes and remove this clematis from under there. And y'all should have heard me over there trying to get this out. This plant was hard to come out. Look at the roots on this clematis. So clematis roots grow deep. So once you put a clematis somewhere, plan to leave it there because it's hard to pull up. But I got it out, so I'm gonna plant it. I'm gonna put it right here in between these and hope that that'd be enough room for all of these. I'm gonna add a little bit more amendment. And now I'm gonna go ahead and cover these back up. Now there will be another raised bed right here. And matter of fact, I might if it does not start raining too soon, I may go ahead and start to put in that raised bed together today and put it right here. But I'm happy to have these 2 grapevines and this clematis planted right here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and I am going to make labels so I will remember what I planted right here. And I'll even go ahead and put the names of my grapes. So let's go ahead and make our labels. Okay, so I got my labels. I have a Niagara green grape, in a Reliant purple seedless grape. And once my clematis grows up some, then I'll put the label on my clematis that's right there in the center. And now I'm just gonna water them in. Okay, next thing I'm going to be doing is healing up my potatoes that I have in this 30-gallon grow bag. And I just folded the grow bag under to try and make sure that the sun can reach my potatoes. And potatoes have grown up. And so when they grow up like this, you need to put some more soil on top of this so that the potatoes can continue to grow. So I have some soil. I'm going to go ahead and add a few amendments. Add some of my bone meal. And some slow release fertilizer. And I'm going to top it off with some soil. And it's just some soil that I had in the garden. I just wanted to make sure that this soil is able to be fluffy. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some irrigation to this bed so I don't have to come over here and water this bed. I have a 1/4 inch black tubing right here. Cut it and I'm going to add my 1/4 inch drip tubing. And I'm going to be connecting them with these landscape staples. I didn't have any of the irrigation in, but we were getting a lot of rain, and it didn't seem to be necessary at the time. But now that it is getting to the dry season, when the wind is blowing a lot and these beds are drying out, I'm going to need my irrigation connected to this bed. And I want to be careful not to stick any of my potatoes. Don't want to stick your potatoes. I'm going to put these kind of to the side so I'll make sure that I'm not poking in the potatoes. And they are on the surface, so these potatoes, hopefully I have enough room underneath so my potatoes can grow and I won't have any potatoes getting stabbed by landscape staples. I just need to put a goop plug in the end of this irrigation to stop the flow of the water. I got a goop plug right here. And it's easier for me to put my gloves on and do this. Okay, the goop plug goes right in. Okay, so now our potatoes are ready. Once those potatoes grow out more, we'll go ahead and we'll heal it all the way up to the very top. So I hope that y'all have enjoyed this video today, that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And go ahead and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.